Good morning, boys and girls. How are you doing today? I'm sure you're doing great. Excellent. So it's time for UW, Understanding the World. And today we'll be exploring the sea world. Yes, we're going to take a dive into the ocean and meet some beautiful animals. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, life underwater. What do you see? Take a good look at the picture. What do you see? Tell me, tell me. Yes, yes. Oh, somebody's saying snake. Wow, that's a whale. What else do you see? I see a dolphin. Is that an octopus? Ooh, that's a shark. Yeah, I see the swordfish. Ah, what else? Somebody's saying something. Yes, that's a shipwreck. You see shipwreck underwater. And a submarine. Yeah, that's the kind of ship that goes under the water, and you can see lots and lots of beautiful things underwater from your submarine. Yeah, I see a diver as well. Can you see the diver in yellow suits going under the water? I see a stingray. What else do you see? A clownfish, beautiful. And the snake. Excellent. There's so many animals that live deep down in the ocean. Many wonderful and beautiful plants and animals. Just like we have on Earth, you know, the animals that live in the jungles and the forests, the animals that live on the farm, and the many plants you see around us. That's the same way we have animals and plants that live both on the surface of the water and deep down in the ocean. Okay, so let's go on. There's some common plants we see in the sea. The first one is the seaweeds and grass, just like the normal green grass you see on the land. Yes, we have grass in the water. It's called seaweeds or sea grasses. It's green, the animals that live in the water feed on them. There's some kind of fish like crabs, that feed on this plants in the water. And then what do I have here? Coral reefs. Are these plants or animals? Actually, some people say they're plants and some people say they're animals, but we don't really know because sometimes they behave like plants and sometimes they behave like animals. But one thing I want to tell you is that coral reefs are very colorful and beautiful plant animals. Funny, right? Yes. They have some characteristics that animals have, and they also have some characteristics that some plants have. But the coral reefs actually behave more like animals. They're very tiny, animals that stay on the coral reefs itself. Okay? So generally we can say they're plants and we can also say they're animals. Yeah, that's interesting. And then this one, the sea anemones. They're they're like the coral reefs. Some people say they're plants, some people say they're animals. They don't have brains, they don't have eyes. They move around a little bit, but most times they are stuck to the bottom of the sea. They hold firmly to the ground of the ocean. And they feed on animals like fish, like crabs. They feed on them with their tentacles. They use the tentacles to grab them and eat them up. And guess what? How do they breathe? They split into different parts and attach themselves to the ground and grow. And we know we have some plants that grow like that, right? Have you ever seen an aloe vera plant? Yeah. You know that when you plant one, automatically there's so many others that begin to grow around it. That's what happens with the sea anemones. Interesting fact, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the real sea animals that we know and we're used to. Okay, I decided to use the bottlenose dolphin. It's actually a rare kind of dolphin. We're used to the very cute, beautiful dolphin. But look at this. Look at the nose. It looks like a bottle, right? Yeah, that's why they call it a bottlenose dolphin. Do you believe that it can live for more than 40 years? Yes, 40 years. They love to eat fish and squids. You know squids, right? Yeah, they look like octopus, but they're different. They love to eat fish and squids. They breathe in air just like us. Yes, take a deep breath. Breathe out. Yes, the dolphins come out to the surface of the water to take in air, and then they go back in, take a very deep dive. They close up their air channel when they're in the water, and then when they need to breathe air, they come to the surface of the water and they breathe in air and they puff out water. You see the water coming out at, the top of the dolphin. And guess what? The dolphins are very clever animals. They're very clever. They love to play and they love to learn. Do you know that you can take a dive and swim with them? Yes, they love humans. You can actually have one as a pet. Yes, you can if you want to. But guess what? You have to be close to it in the water. All right. Let's move on. Yeah, what do you see here? That's a sea turtle. A sea turtle. A sea turtle can live up to 80 years. Can you believe that? 80 years. Wow. They live really long. They love to eat grass. Remember our seagrass and algae. And algae is also a kind of plant you see in the water. You see on the land as well, but they're very flat plants, that grow on rocks and objects and sometimes on animals. So the sea turtle eats the seagrass and algae and other plants that are in the water. And guess what? The turtle can hold its breath for 5 hours. Ooh. How long can you hold your breath for? Do you want to try? Okay, hold your breath. I'm holding mine as well. Let's go. Okay, I can't hold on anymore. I have to breathe. Yes, the turtle can hold its breath for up to 5 hours. Wow, that's interesting. Can hold his breath for up to 5 hours. And they go to sleep underwater. Wow. Yeah, you sleep on your bed, but turtles sleep underwater. The octopus. The common octopus. There's so many species of octopus. But let's look at the common octopus. When I say species, I mean many different kinds of octopus. Okay? Okay. So the octopus can live up to 5 years. 5 years. They can live up to 5 years. They love to eat crabs and shellfish. And it can change its color. Yes, that's what they used to hide, like a camouflage. When they move near something, the chameleon changes its color. Yes, the octopus changes its color in the water. When they move and they see a prey coming to eat them up, they just change their colors and then they rhyme with whatever is near them. So the animal coming to eat them will not get to see them, will just swim away. Yeah. And then they can taste with their tentacles. They have suckers on them that they use to taste their food. Okay? Yeah, yellow seahorse. Oh, can you see the seahorse? Yes, they live up to 5 years like the octopus as well. And they love to eat shrimps. Who loves to eat shrimps? I love shrimps as well. Just like the seals. I love yummy cooked shrimps, not raw shrimps like the seals eats. Okay? And they grow up to 30 centimeters long. What do I have that is up to 30 centimeter? Okay, like the height of my TV. It's about 30 centimeters. That's like from my knee down to my foot. Can you take a wild guess? Yes, Missy Adios need to have foot that's about 30 centimeters long. So the seals can be that big. Yes, they can be that big. And sometimes they can be very, very small that you hold on the palm of your hands, the small seahorse, but they can grow as big as 30 centimeters long. And guess what? The male seahorse looks after the seahorse eggs. Can you believe that? It's the male seahorse that looks after the eggs until they are ready to hatch. Well done, male seahorses. Yes, well done to the male seahorses. They take care of the eggs until they're ready to hatch. All right, let's learn about crabs. Yes, crabs can live up to 20 years. Wow, I didn't know that. They can live up to 20 years. They love to eat shellfish and they sleep in the day. Tell me, do you know any other animal that sleeps in the day? Yes. Yes, like the bats. Beautiful. They sleep during the day and they are up at night. They are active at night time, like the bats. And listen to this interesting fact. The crabs have blue blood. Their blood is blue. What's the color of your blood? Have you seen one before? Yes, I'm sure. Maybe when you got hurt sometime. Yes, it's red. Mine is red. All humans and most animals have red blood, but the crabs have blue bloods. Blue. I wonder what that looks like. Yeah, it's blue. Interesting. And one other interesting facts about the crab. Do you know that they don't walk straight forward? They move sidewards and they move, by the sides. They go, brrr. They can't move up straight, like going forward in front because of the way their eyes and their legs are positioned. So they move, on the sides to the left or to the right. They have to turn around if they want to go forward or backwards so they can move to the left and to the right of their sides. Interesting, right? Yes. And then something else here. The Atlantic lobster. Who likes to eat lobster? I love lobster. It's yum, 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 yummy seafood. Yes, they can live up to 50 years. 50 years. Wow. Wow. And they love to eat fish, they love to eat crabs and clams. And you know that they have teeth in their stomach. Imagine our own teeth is in our stomach. We'll not be able to chew food, we'll just swallow, swallow, swallow. Yes, the lobster swallows its food, and then the teeth in the stomach crushes them up. And they can swim backwards as well as they swim forward. So imagine they're going back without turning and forward. Can you walk backwards? Be careful so you don't run into something while you're working backwards. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, the common starfish. It got its name from its shape because it's shaped like a star. They have 5 points and they can live up to 8 years. It loves to eat molecules and barnacles. They are tiny, tiny, tiny animals in the water. And they grow up to 30 cm, just like the seals. Imagine, like from my knee to my feet, okay? From my knee to my feet, like 30 cm, okay? And they can regrow their lost limbs. Wow! Can you believe that? Yes, if something happens and then one of his limbs get chopped off or cut off, it can grow back. Wow, that's great. It can regrow its lost limbs. Let's learn about the clownfish. I love the clownfish. It's a very, very, very pretty fish. Very, very pretty. They can live up to 6 years and they love to eat algae and worms. Remember, I said algae are, plants that grow in the water. Some people say they are bacteria, some people say they are plants. But leave it for plants. Let's leave it as plants for now, okay? They are flat, like, sometimes they look like green rug. Yes, green rug in the water. That's what the clownfish loves to eat. and they live on the anemones. Remember the anemones that we say we're not sure if they're plants or animals. They behave like plants, they behave like animals. Yes. The clownfish loves to live on the anemones. Okay. Very good. Yes, it says that the clownfish are immune to the anemones, to the anemones' stings. Yes, the tentacles of the anemones, they have tiny prickly wheel stings, but the clownfish are immune to them, so it does not affect the clownfish, so they can live on the anemones. Ah, I wish we can go on and on and on and on. Maybe we'll do the Sea World again so we can learn so much more about the many, many, many animals that live underwater. I'm sure you've learned something new. You've learned something interesting. Yes, I have learned something new as well. I want you to do something for me. You do a very, very short clip, 1 minute video about yourself, telling me about what you've learned in this lesson. Okay? I'll be waiting to see in the comment box. Make sure you share your video and tell me something new you've learned. It might be one, it might be two, it might be more. Okay, 1 minute short video about something you've learned about Sea World. We'll do this again and learn some more animals. Okay, take care and have a nice day. Bye bye.